Good afternoon, traders. Welcome to NinjaTrader Live. I'm Tracy Shuchart, Senior Economist, and here are the headlines why we are away. First, let's dig into this CPI and the BLS CPI and the NFP number that's going to come out this week. And then I tell you, this number is going to be a cluster. It is going to be a cluster. So no survey of households was conducted to get the information on employment status, among other details required to calculate the unemployment rate for October, so we're not going to get that. Government workers also did make visits to supermarkets and stores to get the information needed to calculate the CPI and other price measures for October, so that's not going to be there. In addition, the BLS actually canceled the October employment report, and it's going to somehow incorporate this into the November number. But again, we're still not going to get the unemployment number because they couldn't collect the data. So whatever these numbers turn out to be, take them with a grain of salt, I will tell you, because they are missing very crucial points of information that had to be collected. And when I say like CPI, they literally have people go to grocery stores and figure out the CPI number. And so obviously we're not going to have that information because they were furloughed during October. So this should be a really fun report. That said, of course, markets likely will react to the situation. This is probably going to be a case of where bad news is good news, meaning if we have a softer labor numbers, that will reinforce the fact that we'll have Fed cuts next year. So that would be a good thing, unless the unemployment data is absolutely horrific. So it'll be bad news is good news, even though the data is awful. Anyway, moving on from that, we have Bitcoin down. It reached 86,000 for the first time in 2 weeks, with investor sentiment weakening as the largest cryptocurrency slips deeper and deeper into bear market territory. Now, be mindful that all of these ETFs, these newer ETFs, their break even is about 84,000. That means people that have invested with them, they're going to be underwater. And though we have seen some outflows from this particular sector in the ETF, in the ETF flows, we really haven't seen a pouring out yet. And so if we start to lose that 80,000 mark, I think that we're going to could cause a cascading effect. I think we'll start to see a lot of flows out of that market. Personally, I have 72,000 and 66,000 on the downside should we break that crucial 80K mark. We also have renewed tech slide today. Obviously, Broadcom heading towards its worst 3-day plunge since 2020. Oracle's also has extended its multi-session sell-off. We have cryptocurrencies looking awful. Treasury 2-year yields edged mildly down amid bets that the Fed will lower rates at least twice next year to support the job market, even though inflation has remained sticky. We kind of already knew that because we are going to get a new Fed chair, and likely that will be either Warsh or Hassett, and both of them are very dovish, so no surprise there. Again, we had Williams talking earlier today. He said that it was the right move to have an interest rate cut in December, and that leaves us in a good position, or leaves them in a good position to deal with an economy that's on track to perform fairly well next year. What was interesting, he did say, I was supportive of the decision we made to cut rates. That said, he said, we're going to have to wait and collect all the data, and that it's too early to say what the next monetary policy call needs to be. Now, we did see indices pull back a little bit because, as you know, Williams is very close to Powell, and if Williams decides, hey, maybe we need to wait longer than the market wants us to wait, that is likely to happen. So Just keep that in mind. We're going to have more Fed speakers tomorrow. FOMC blackout is over, and so we will see what they all have to say about what went on at that meeting. And last but not least, the White House plans more historic deals in the mining sector. So, we've already seen deals with MP Minerals, Lithium Americas, Trilogy Metals. These transactions were part of Donald Trump's push to increase domestic production of lithium rare earths and other minerals used for national defense and rely less on China. So today the administration came out and said, we want to have more of these deals. In other words, we want to see the ability for the U.S. not to be reliant on any adversary out there or any other foreign entity, that we control our own destiny when it comes to supply chain and other critical minerals. So something to keep an eye out, especially if you are trading those critical minerals and or those companies, because we will see some more huge deals coming through. And with that, I will pass it off to Jim for an Edge report.
Thank you, Tracy. My goody cottage cheese is up 18.75% quarter over quarter. So tell that BSL shopper to bite me. That's when there's inflation everywhere. In any event, let's take a look at the Bitcoin. I have my CAG notes up here on the screen just to kind of talk about this. This is an interesting pattern. This is a daily candle chart. We have a series of swing highs, and those are capital letters. Swing high A, that started back there on the October 6th, and then the lower swing high 27th, lower swing high C around the 11th, lower swing high D. We have the same pattern for the lows. Swing lower, swing low, lower swing low, lower swing low. I have a D with a question mark right by those April lows, and that coincidentally gets pretty close to Tracy's 72,000 level. Those April lows are, around 76,000, give or take, but of course we could penetrate down there. That's kind of takeaway number one. The second thing to look at is these trend lines. This trend line is pretty solid. We're nowhere near this upper trend line, penetrating the top of the upper trend line. We just keep trending down. I even have a speed line going from this fib. There's no fib retracement either. The fib retracement failed less than 50% of the way back up for the latest move down. So all signs are pointing down. I have a couple targets here, short term, 84,125. That's that swing low that we saw on the beginning of December, and then swing this C low right here is at 80,745. The MACD, we don't talk a lot about the MACD, but right now it's above zero. There's the zero line right there, but it looks like we're pointing down. It looks like we're getting closer and closer to that zero line. We could see the MACD itself is starting to actually converge with the signal line. That's the red line, the signal line. These are both bearish, right? We cross under zero, and then we cross under the signal line. Those are all bearish also. There's nothing bullish about this chart. So sorry, I don't have better news, but Tracy's right on point. There is a lot of targets on the downside once we get to those April lows. If the April lows would be a double bottom for the year, not for the year, but for the last 2.5 quarters, would hold. So intraday right now, again, we're pretty much done what we're going to do. Volume profile is kind of messy. S3 would be the next target down, but probably we're done for the day. That would be at 84,000 if we can get down to there. So let's move over and check out Crudele. Crudele is trying to catch up. I'm in February right now, folks, by the way. It's about even Steven on the volume, maybe a little bit more in January. So if you're trading January, that's okay. But just looking at this daily chart here again, again, double bottom is in play right here. Right now, we had buyers come in back in the middle of October around that $57, $56.50 level. You see 1, 2, 3, 4 wicks. I even drew an anchored VWAP from there, which we've since left in the rearview mirror. Let me just extend this out a little bit more. So this sell-off is encroaching in this buy zone right here. Not a big wick at the bottom of today's candle. So this is pretty weak right here. We'll see if this double bottom holds or not. We'll see where we close today. We already settled here, so we're not going to probably go move much more on price today. But look at that. We didn't even get a moving average cross. We had a touch where the 8 almost touched the 21, and then that sell-off just became acute. Intraday, Well, again, we're probably almost done for the day, but the volume profile is kind of wonky right now. We tried to rally back up to VWAP, failed miserably. We tried, and that's about the 38, not even the 38% retracement, failed there, sold off again, and we're just kind of getting right back down to that zero DTE put support that we talked about this morning at 56.50. So crude oil is definitely hurting right now. Last but not least, let's just pull up silver. Silver is the story of the year, up over 100% on the futures year to date. And we have this kind of interesting pattern. It's like a xylophone pattern, some would call it. This might even be a two-on-two strat, kind of a bullish reversal pattern here. We'll have to ask Sarah about that. But, boom, equal and opposite for sure today versus previous sessions. This is a bullish pattern no matter what. We have a target up here, 123.6%. I had to redraw that target, but that's at $66.31 for silver. So silver is on the move. That is this afternoon's Edge Report. I'll be able to speak better later on today. Appreciate everybody being here today. It is time to trade the close with XYZ and Nick for a tick. Good afternoon, gentlemen. How are you?
Good afternoon.
Jim. I'm back.
Nick is back from this morning. I'm having a hard time talking today, and XYZ is covering for Leo.
I told you before we were jumping off, I'm like, you just never know sometimes for trade the close who the lineup is going to be. It can change.
Yeah, he messaged me like an hour ago ish. Some change. I was like, yeah, I got it. I was like, who am I on with? He's like, Nick. I was like, okay.
I think Leo just doesn't want to stream with me anymore. I think he's making up that he's busy and has more important work to do in the space.
Yeah, we're gonna have to hash this out. Leo's getting milk. Yeah. He'll be back in 18 years.
That was a better excuse. If he said he's busy because he's like doing stuff that's not baby related, I don't believe him.
Stuff. Okay.
You schedule him with Kane or Selma or anybody, and he's there.
Exactly. It's me. He's missed the
Who
last
do they
2
have that
Mondays
I
with
don't?
me, and I see what's happening here.
Oh my goodness. In any event, yeah, and I second that motion. Who said that? Phil. I can't see my screen that far over, but it says Nick and XYZ are a great team. I second that motion for sure.
Yeah, I feel like we vibe together well. So I mean, as expected, we've known each other for long enough.
Well, I mean, XY and I are great. And then I pan over to the chat, and the first two things I read is that this combination, especially me, it just vol is gonna fall off a cliff.
Oh yeah, everyone knows what's about to happen.
You know what, guys? We've been stuck on like consolidating pretty much all afternoon or all morning. So don't blame me.
Well, let's start with
they have to blame you. We all have to blame you.
I think we're all complicit in some way or another.
Ball crusher brothers.
XYZ, what do you got going? You got a trade going?
Yeah, I'm sitting in a short. I had 5 coming down. I took 3 off at the overnight low here. And I got really lucky on these 2 because they almost took me out right here. And so now we are reaping the benefits, and we'll see where it goes. I think, honestly, it was pretty tricky at first because I got a zone here. They already caught that bid. Got a zone here, and there's a line here. Well, there's a lot of things. This is just a swing, but if anyone could see it, this swing still proves to be important to the market because when you're above it, you don't really build below it, and vice versa. When you're below it, you don't build too much above it. And in between where we're trading now and this green zone, it's really thin. So my thinking is we are not building upside anymore. 2 volume profiles, when they go upside, it's really thin. The build happens to be below this range still, below the zone. So as they tap into the zone, if I'm still seeing that they're not really looking to buy through it, let me just blow this up. Then I think we will make the choice, the market will make the choice to start actually building in this range rather than in this range. So managed to get positioned. I did take a stop here. So I got in shorts first here, took I think like a 12-point stop, and then got in again here, and then it's finally working out. So
XYZ,
I think ES gives us new lows too. ES's profile does not look too resolved on the downside, so I'm taking that as extra confluence. So hopefully we go lower.
Do you care that we're in rollover right now, XYZ?
Not particularly. I hate it. It's like the order flow is a lot less reliable for sure. And that's why I'm super zoomed out today. I'm looking at volume profile on a bigger time frame
Mhm.
and just referencing the price action intraday. So I mean, if as long as they're going to keep offering this zone that I have, well, do you do it till the wheels fall off, right? And if ES is low, still looks like it could break. To me, the profile looks like it's pretty unresolved down there. Um, it's enough confluences,
Yeah.
get enough to scale out some risk, which we got, and then got really lucky. I mean, this was a matter of less than 3 points that they could have taken out the runners, and I'm still sitting in it. So hopefully we get lucky enough.
All right. All right. Nick, how about you? Do you got anything going?
No, nothing right now since I covered that 200-point runner from this morning.
Yeah.
So yeah, just kind of sitting, watching the bottom of this range. I agree with XY. Yes, I could see potentially making a new low. I mean, NQ is not that far away. And we're kind of building below the point of control in the session too right now. So I would not be shocked to see
Yeah.
us make another move to go test that low. But I did, in fact, roll over now. I know I was still on pour one out for the Z contract this AM, but I rolled during lunch basically everything over to March. So
Got
the
it.
artist formerly known as the mythical never going to trade here again 140s is now what the basically the 400s, maybe a little less than that, 390s. So but yeah, I'm glad XY on Friday caused the single-handedly used his short position to cause the demise of the generational low that was 140.
Dude, that was awesome.
See, he's proud of it.
I had no idea it would go that well, but it did.
Oh, amazing. Well, I'm going to ask you the same question about roll. I mean, right now, this morning, surprisingly, we're only about 30, according to the CME, only about 30, little less than 33% of the open interest had rolled from into March. My guess is just looking at the volume right now, we're probably closer to 60, 65%. Does rollover mean anything to you other than just be careful of the volatility?
Yeah, it's usually that wonkiness today and tomorrow that I just hate, but by Wednesday it's usually fine. And then once we're over 50%, I roll myself just to make my life
Yeah.
easier. But yeah, as XY was saying, when you are kind of watching time and sales at this time of the quarter, things can just look a little wonky. You get some like false positive signals at times, so it's like it's a couple days here in the early parts of this week where I'm a little lighter in size and I'm pretty much just kind of getting in and getting out. I'm scaling into positions like for sure Monday and Tuesday, like just with one lots, just
Yeah.
because that not that the spread is a little different. It's just the way things can kind of move around a level because people start rolling and out of nowhere you might get a random like 10-point flush and or push up and NQ that is meaningless because someone just is rolling or
Yeah.
whatever is happening on behind the scenes. So I just am a little less trigger happy today and tomorrow.
Got it. Yeah. Here's a 200 lot. Take that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Awesome, man.
Wow, that's life as Jim, huh? I think I'm just gonna scalp a small size 200 lot.
Let's take that one. There you go. All right, you guys. Appreciate you both being here today. Thank you, everybody, for being part of the NinjaTrader community. We greatly, greatly appreciate the subscriptions. It's at the subscription button to the channel. So if you haven't already, consider doing that. We'd greatly appreciate that. And for those of you who did, thank you very much. We greatly, 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 greatly appreciate that. So having said all that, folks, I'm going to dip into the chat and wish XYZ and Nick the best of luck on their trades.
Thanks, Jim.
Thank you, Jim.
Where are we? Where are we?
And here, a spoiler alert. You guys thought we meant 140 on the Z contract. We were actually talking about 140 on March. That's never going to be traded again. So
It's over. March is in effect now. It's just not gonna happen.
am I having some sort of mental breakdown or did Jack just appear on your side of the screen for a hot second?
Did he? I don't know. I didn't I didn't catch it.
Someone needs
I'm
to
telling you,
confirm that I
your
that I am
house
not
is haunted,
seeing
man.
ghosts.
Your house is haunted, I'm telling you. You
Okay.
had a
The
mental
chat
flash
is
crash.
confirming that I do not need somebody to call the white coats to come grab me and put me in a padded room.
Little flash. There's nothing but a little flash crash. Mental flash crash. It's all good. Oh, the chat. Okay, Jack jump scare. Well, at least I'm on the left side again. It was weird. I think what was it, Friday or something? They put me on the right side and everybody was just confused.
Well, I have the weird angle that I'm usually always on the right side.
It works for me. So what do you think? New lows? New lows ES?
I mean, probably, but I'm kind of it felt like sellers just kind of left after the low of initial balance. Like
Yeah. It
that
actually feels like
9:30 central
everybody
low.
left.
That's when I got long. It just seemed like literally everybody stopped pressing the red button there until we got all the way back up to whatever it is, 500s or so, which was like
You
the
said
month
you're
open we found
streaming in the
sellers
morning?
again.
You were on in the morning?
Yeah, I did the midday.
Ooh. How was that?
I mean, I caught the low of the day long.
Wow, looks a lot better during that time than anything after. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, it really was kind of the
You were
violence of the
long low of
morning.
day?
Yeah, my runner was low today. So the last ad I had kind of building in that spot was at the 041s.
Hell yeah. That's a good zone, man.
Yeah, I that's what how I kind of had it marked too. It was like this 70 to 50s kind of little like two lines that I drew and the selling stopped there for whatever reason.
Hmm.
So worked out. But once again, I was kind of like covering my eyes pressing the bid button there and I didn't put a stop in because I was building into like I was
The
planning to
best
build
longs
into like
look
a
like that.
5, but it was one of those where it's like you kind of just like press the button and like pull away because you don't know if you're about to just get absolutely steamrolled in 3 seconds. But
That's the
apparently,
ass clench soundbite right
oh
there.
yeah, that's how that was catching, not necessarily catching the knife there because it did look like on time and sales that the sellers had just abandoned everyone on those lows. But like we were saying earlier, with it being roll week, I was ready to say I'm an idiot for taking that trade because it could have been absolutely meaningless 10 seconds later.
My ass is clenched, I'm telling you guys.
Yeah, exactly.
That's those kinds of longs, man. Damn.
Um, XY, what is that green zone you're referencing down there?
It is. I don't know if they can see this. It goes all the way back, way before
Whoa, this is
time,
proprietary information. It's going
long
all
before
the way
time.
back.
Yeah, it was a big flush, and they had built all this volume, and I started to notice that, hey, look, they're having trouble building above it now. So I went back and I was like, okay, where did this come from? It came from here. So I marked it here after seeing this, and then it just played and it played, and as soon as they came and built above it, well, now they don't build below it much anymore, right? You see this, lower, and then they just this is this, and then I kept it here because as the market went down, now there's volume below it and it got traded back above. So to me, this is like, all right, well, if they're gonna keep it bid, they definitely have to protect this area because this is the volume that's now stuck, right? And then yeah, the first time back since, and it's a good hold. And that's the green zone. Super simple, super simple.
Super proprietary.
And also very proprietary. You know what? I think I need to.
That's it's funny. Someone asked me that question like a year ago, something similar to that. Like, what is that? How are you drawing like those support and resistance boxes? I think it was in a Discord somewhere when I shared a screenshot of like my like 4 hour trading view chart that I have. And I'm like, this is really just volume profile mixed with a little bit of cluster of like some wicks on the 4 hour that I'm just eyeballing here. Like this is nothing revolutionary at times to just find longer time frame spots where there were some sellers present and then eventually where some buyers decided to step in again
I think
on the longer time
the
frame.
best
But
zones are always like the obvious ones, you know?
well, exactly. And then it's like, yeah, there's people out there, I guess, that are making a living trying to make that into some sort of magic.
Right. If you want to sell it, you got to convolute it and all that stuff. And yeah, forget it. If any, The best zones are always going to be the really simple, obvious ones. So yes, please, everybody, don't fall for that other stuff unless I say it's proprietary. For sure, those are extra special.
Nick, is AI going to take my corporate job? Depends on your corporate job. I don't think AI will ever take my old corporate job because unless the AI is making decisions at organizations in the future, which I mean, yeah, that probably does eventually happen and will be the eventual demise of the human race. But until then, I think personal relationships are still how decisions are ultimately made, and people, make buying decisions and contract commitments from individuals and organizations they actually like. So I can't see AI taking that necessarily away, at least with my old world.
You said you'd never go back to that field, huh?
I mean, I'm always open to a conversation for the right
Always lurking.
opportunity and the right dollar amount in theory. But yeah, it's got to make sense.
You got the window cracked open a little bit still?
I mean, it always is. It's always open for. Well, it's different though, because like back in I don't know, it was like 2021, 2022. Like I had a recruiter in mail on like LinkedIn and emails and phone calls. Like every other day, I had a new one with just an absurd number that they were throwing out because that's how like the post-COVID hiring boom was. And it was really weird, but it was like competitors just like saying, don't worry about your non-compete and these other things. Like it's irrelevant. They can't enforce it. And, we're going to offer you this. Do you want to interview? And like, that's how it was. That does not happen anymore and hasn't happened since probably 2022. So it was like a good year of that. And then I got laid off and those people basically never came back. But yeah, it was booming in like 2021. It's like you could have gotten an offer pretty easy. I think that's what a lot of people were doing was just jumping from company to company and having them just beat whatever offer they currently had.
Right, because it was like the pay scale was going crazy too, right? Like you can have these project managers getting paid, so much for I guess however much work they're doing, and then people start making TikToks about, look at me, I'm this person, and I get paid this much money to do very little.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I do love those because that used to be like my bread and butter. Like was like referencing things like that in meetings with customers and being like, this is kind of the problem that's probably happening in some of your lower levels of the organization.
Mhm. We
But
are too mean to be AI.
I'm nice to the AI. I always say like please and thank you to ChatGPT.
Yeah, you always got to cover your bases. That's called risk management.
I always pump them up too. Like when I'm trying to get him to like or them, I don't know what pronouns the AI uses, but I always try to get them to be like you. Like I'm very encouraging with what I'm prompting, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're the best of this, and I need this. Help me create. Yeah. Anyway,
I'm gonna start saying stuff like, yeah, like thanks, I needed that.
really appreciate your hard work. Thank you for single-handedly causing for this AI image of whatever
Wow, great
a donkey
work.
wearing a sombrero or whatever it is I'm trying to create here. Thank you for single-handedly creating me that while putting our power grid at risk. Very much appreciated.
Great work. You nailed it exactly as I envisioned it. They start mimicking speech patterns after a while. Oh. Oh.
Yes.
Even more of a reason to be nice. I'm telling you guys.
Theron Shop, you are correct though. When you have a family and a wife that is a stay-at-home mom, yes, in fact, all offers will be reviewed and taken seriously for that exact reason.
I made pact with AI just in case things escalate in the future. You guys are funny. All right, guys, I don't think this is gonna work out, so I'm gonna take my couple $100 that's still there, and we're gonna do that. And what I'm also gonna do is I'm gonna delete this so that no one can ever come back and tell me it does not work.
Shapcap, yes, there were several meetings that I was on where I was in fact managing a trade on Zoom. I don't know if people could tell. And it was never something that you could see on my screen, and I never traded on my work computer, obviously. But who knows? I was laid off for whatever reason they want to formulate. I would bank it as, you know, I was an expensive RSU they got to pull back from the talent pool. So that financially probably made sense, but who knows? I don't know what logic they really used.
Frank, I don't know what drawing you're talking about. I haven't seen one. But this hourly candle is about to close. Very good for bid side continuation. So I took like, I don't know, I think it was like $400 left or something on that trade.
Yeah, ES does look constructive now. I guess I missed that bid off the overnight low now that I'm looking at it.
Mm-hmm. I hate it.
But it is coming right to the 24-hour VWAP, so reoffer could step right in and keep us just wedged in this range.
I think we all know that's what's about to happen.
Yeah. They're
Dio
like,
knew.
We
I
got
think,
a little too far.
Dio sold vol as soon as we got on, so.
Yeah, maybe that's what I should do is just start trading like VIX futures, like as I'm about to get on, just whatever it is, just press the sell button.
Just start getting short, yeah. It doesn't even matter what price.
Yes, it's literal free money.
Cool, cool. Good flattened by me. Very good. Don't be like me, chat.
Chap cap. Yeah, I weirdly feel like that was some part of the equation because my shares were from 2018 during Powell's shenanigans in the end of the year at that time. So Sox got a nice little dip there. And that's when I was starting and my offer was sent. So
The Vol squad? Yeah, sorry. Oops.
yeah, they don't want to do anything outside of keep us in this spot. I hate it.
Well, I flattened. Man, my break-even stop was still like 7 points away, and I gave it up. I see, that's why I keep talking about giving up access. I should really not have given that up over like $400, and now it's just gonna do the thing. That is regret for sure. Big regret. Look at this. Guess we'll hate watch together.
Or now do we short it to 0?
Bad play. Bad play. Yeah. Jay, I wish you the best. Avenge me. Everyone in chat, I hope you are avenging me for that. That was not it for sure. To give up risk-free access over that.
Is it bad that I still want to long this?
That's a dear diary. I did it again. I blame Nick. Yeah.
Guys, you're free to do that at this point in my life. You just blame me for
It's
everything.
weird if you don't, actually.
Yeah. What is gold doing?
Dude, gold, yeah, I was looking at
Gold gave a
I was
decent
looking at my
long
little
there.
zones, and it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Gold held the break where it needed to, and we're boogieing.
I mean, silver had another nice day, and I'm wondering why I'm not trading silver.
Ah, you're waiting for the new year.
I mean, I was because I just
That's what they say about
honest
like
to God, too lazy to build a chart.
that's what they say about New Year's resolutions, right? Like the ones who will get it done are getting it done now instead of saying, you know what, I'll start in January. It's like the gym. It always packs up, January, and then by mid-February, it's back to normal.
Yeah, I was going to join a new gym, but I realized what time of the year it is. So I'm not kidding. For the last week, I have just been suffering in the garage at 5 a.m. And this morning it was 25 degrees. So I was lifting with running gloves on because it was that cold. And my barbell was was literally
What's the temps out there?
insanely cold. Like you couldn't grip it. There's no way.
Well, what's the temps over where you are?
It was the garage temp was 25, but it's been all day yesterday. It was pretty much like the high I think was 40 during the day.
Dang. That's too chilly for me.
Yeah, I went out into the garage and I was like, oh boy. So I'm just bundled up like an idiot and have space heaters in my Amazon cart currently. But I have a detached garage, so it's like I don't know how much heat is actually going to be conserved. There's
Detached.
it's detached from my house and it's not insulated. So it's like it's going to be cold, and by the time even I turn that
Oh,
thing on, it's really not going to do much. Like I'm still
yeah.
going to have to be in like tights, sweatpants, like multiple layers, gloves to like do anything in the garage.
Dude, that sounds
It's painful mentally, but
yeah.
you know, I like every other financial influencer on TikTok, like that's what makes you stronger.
Yeah,
Just
actually
just do
you're
some red
doing
light therapy.
a 2-for-1 because you're doing the ice bath, the cold plunge while you're working out. So you're being
Maybe
hyper efficient.
maybe that's what I should do is just start doing a quick live vlog as I'm starting my workout at 5 a.m. just to just do a
It's
parody to
like day in the
everybody.
life of
Yeah.
a 4-figure trader.
Yeah. Sometimes a five-figure trader. You don't know.
Sometimes
Day in the life of a streamer boy.
sometimes we're touching 5 figs.
Streamer boy, we need you.
All right, well, if anyone got short there, I'm sorry. I feel bad for you. Unless it
Mark, you,
works, then
you
I'm happy
you
for you.
you need to understand here. Anything under freezing, so 32 degrees Fahrenheit, is going to be cold for me. I am a California kid. I grew up
Hmm.
on the beach, you know, very warm climates, just like XY, very mild climates that's consistent pretty much all year round. And then I went to college at one of the sunniest places in the country, where it has one of almost the most amount of sunny days of any college in the United States, where the average temperature is probably like 85 degrees for the whole year in Arizona. And yeah, so I'm not used to having any sort of multiple seasons here.
There's
Granted,
not
we have
much
pretty much like
no volatility in Cali and SoCal.
North Texas is basically like summer and then like 2 months of winter, and that's our seasons. For example, it's going to be like 78 degrees next weekend.
Yeah, I'm not I'm a SoCal weather enthusiast, you know. Keep it
Oh,
balanced. Volatility
do,
is not too crazy. Dude, even when it drops to like 40s, there's like a little bit of wind, you're gonna see like I remember back in the day when everyone watches the news, right? Instead of just getting it online, you see the news anchor like just like layered up and you see like the trees in the background lightly blowing and they're like, it's crazy out here. It's so cold. People like running to their cars, but it's like 40 degrees, slightly windy.
they have gyms that have heat. Yes, I know, but as I was kind of alluding to, it's the end of the year, so gyms are a terrible idea right now because they're just going to be mobbed in the next couple weeks. So yeah, I will probably join one when as winter is ending, which will kind of defeat the purpose because I do enjoy my garage gym that I've built. But I'm sucking it up and it's working. I'm actually kind of enjoying the suffering. So I'll be posting that on Instagram or something. That's what you need to do to be a trader, I guess.
Dude, Chad, don't you guys think that Nick should do like he should be more of an influencer and start posting more on Twitter, like
I'm so lazy.
stuff he's
Like
cooking.
that's the problem.
You know,
I'm
like
just
he could be
way
like,
too
oh,
lazy.
just closed out a friggin' 260 point runner, and then it's like a picture of a steak, and it's like this is life as me.
Yep. But it's not gonna be a steak, or it'll be like you know, a venison steak that I hunted myself and like got out in the woods that same day, that same morning, because it is deer season technically.
Even
So it's like
better.
I did a 4 a.m. workout and then I got out to the old deer blind and found one this morning, and that's what I'm cooking for dinner after I've made 100 points trading NQ. Like that's the day in the life of an
This
alpha
is every
trader.
day. This is just a normal day in the life. This is every day.
Yes.
You see those influencers like, I mean, I think a lot of them are out in Miami, and they'll be like, "Oh, day in
Oh,
the life
they're
of a
all in
trader."
Miami.
You wake up like you made like I don't know, $18,000 in 15 minutes out the open. You start showing your Discord chat going like www. And then it's like, I don't know what else to do. Let's go get lunch. And you like it's him and like, 6 of his friends going to Nobu or something. Just casual. It's light, It's light. It's nothing. You go to Nobu and you're like, I don't know. I don't want to pack the car anymore, so we need another car. Let's just, I don't know. Let's hit the Lambo dealership, see what they got.
Yeah.
You go pick up a Lambo and like all that, you're expected to believe that's just a day in the life. It's nothing. This is light.
I really,
Yeah.
if I wasn't so lazy, I would do these things at this point, just for the parody fun.
You gotta keep that. You said you had a truck that's got like hella maintenance coming up, right?
I mean, it hasn't died on me yet. Knock on
Dude, you
wood. You
gotta
brought it
keep
up.
it.
You know what? No, no, no. We're not going to do this because you just put it back out there in the universe, and we haven't talked about it in
No, no, you
months.
gotta keep it until everything goes wrong and you do a day in the life and it's like 10 minutes of you trying to get it to start. Like, it'll go, it'll go.
Exactly.
It's like, I woke up, made about, I don't know, $2,000 today. It's time to start my car. And then just 10 minutes of you trying to get it started. It's relatable, you know?
Yep. Speaking of relatable, I did see Dio say Fahrenheit. I don't speak American. Dio, you have to convert Fahrenheit into Eagles, Big Macs, and crude oil, and that's how you get the temperature. You have to convert it to Eagles and Big Macs.
You're not allowed to get anything more than like 30 mpg also.
Mm-hmm. Isn't it that old meme where it's like, sorry, I can't hear you over the sound of my freedom, and it's like George Washington like
It's like eagle noises.
riding an eagle.
Is that the SGV life? Yeah. SGV life's nice, man. It's nice and suburban. I ain't gonna lie to you.
This is the things that we talk about when we are stuck in a range, as is tradition during the afternoon streams with me and XY.
Yeah, this market is not good, honestly. They have a lot of choices that need to be made, and they don't seemingly want to make any. And if they're not going to make any choices, why should I? That's the way I see it.
It's
Um,
Yeah, ES has really done nothing for
ES needs
since
to just poke the low and see what's up. This profile on ES is so strange. Job, you're here. You
it's
see this?
weird.
What the hell is this?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, we just
Job,
had the
do something about
liquidation
it.
off the open, and then it's just been like the weirdest B shape ever.
It's very strange.
But NQ has kind of created a wider bounce. I don't know. It's rollover. It's hard for me to look too much into some of these things.
Where's the big cat? I was expecting a big cat. That's me. I'm Leo.
He remembered that he was streaming with me and chose to, have things
Just
to do.
he's like, look, I don't want to stream a 10-point range. I'm out. And then you got me, like, I love 10-point ranges. Watch, I'll prove it to you. I'll get on stream. And well, dude, New Year's Eve temp negative 39, wind chill negative 70. Is that even, can the human body even survive that? Nebraska. Yeah, I'm never going out there.
Wait, we have NFP tomorrow. What is it? More old NFP data that's, I guess, not relevant technically, or is it new?
If you are Leo, give us a meow. Meow. Spice it up with a 100 tick chart. I mean, you can do something like this. You guys want volatility? Here's your volatility.
Yeah, I mean, I could switch it to a 250 volume chart, and we could just try to have some fun. And I'll just probably lose money.
Dude, that sounds like me in Vegas. You guys want to have some fun? We'll probably just lose money.
Yep. Whenever I've learned this too about myself, whenever I have a big, like a pretty good like trade in the morning, if I try to trade in the afternoon, I lose money. Like I do not add to those gains. Like
Dude,
if I have a big morning, I just need to not press another button because I just end up giving back like half my gains.
that's literally, yeah. It's for me, if I've had a good enough day where I'm like, this is cool, I could be done here. I swear, every time, if I continue, it's either I've made a little more in like 4 times the amount of time, or I gave it back, or now I'm red. All scenarios in 4 times the amount of time that I spent just making it in the first place initially. So After a while, I got really sick of that.
Yep. I just need to stop trying to do that.
Yeah, it's like the market knows not to give extra, right? It's like you're panhandling, you're still coming back, and they're like, yeah, you already got yours. Get out of here. And if you keep asking, they just smack the money out of your hand, and then you got to leave. You're just round tripping for the broker. Hello, Nick. Could you share your Delta map settings?
Yeah, I can try. Let me find them.
Do you actually have certain configuration that you stick to?
No, it's the default settings because I'm way
Oh,
too.
you never change it?
No, I really don't because when I've tried to, I just am an idiot. So
Yeah, chat always asks me what my settings are, and I always say there's no actual setting I'm trying to dial in. It's just if the range is big, I have to expand the tick compression. If the range is
Mhm.
small, I have to compress it. That's all it is.
You want to go to XY's chart full, I can play around and try to find the settings. I don't even know exactly how to find them. Let me look.
Reginald, yes, it happens to me like every time. There's actually been, even just recently, there's been two streams I did where I was up big on the day, right? And by the end of the stream, on one of them, I gave back like 70% of my gains almost. And another one, I gave back like 30%. And I don't think I got enough likes for it. So, yeah, it happens.
So, Nick, if you had a position on, where would your stop be? Wouldn't you like to know? Subscribe
Uh-huh.
to my private Substack, my secret Substack for
They know what they're asking.
real time uh, notifications of my stops.
They know what they're asking. You ever see that? I mean, you've had to have seen that clip, right? With Nick Saban. He's like, he's like, I'm not gonna do it. So quit asking. He's telling like a reporter. I forget what the question is. I'm not gonna do it. So quit asking.
I have to go find that one. I don't remember what that was referencing.
Do you guys do
Um,
anything with Gex levels? If not, why? Oh, that's a Nick question.
I mean, I have them on charts or a chart just to reference them, and I just use SPX. The rest is just a lot of noise to me. But I use it as added confluence. So if we're also happens to be, approaching an MGI level, a piece of volume profile data or information that I have marked somewhere, and then we happen to be holding, let's say, some of those support and resistance levels that are also lined up with Gex or Gamma, whatever you want to call it these days. That's just like an added checkbox for potentially me building into a position there. But do I take trades really off of them? No, I use them as kind of added to other things I'm already doing in real time.
I'm just looking at driver trades and Reginald interacting in the chat. It's so funny.
But if we want to go, you can show my charts. I have the settings pulled up so they can. I'll just take a second here and scroll to the others. But the sensitivity look back's 8. Extreme move is 375. And what's the other one? The delta flip is at 14. So default settings, I haven't played with them. I mean, I tweak them every once in a while, but these have been working for me. I got it lines up with what makes sense and kind of what I'm seeing. So those are my
Guys,
settings.
market's not giving us much, so please, hit the likes anyway. We got Nick's settings. We've got an emoji off going on in the chat. Are the daily volume profiles from? Yeah, they're full session. Mighty step. They are full session profiles. I know it's a VPOX for you. It's the new low of the range. When you see a scenario like this, would you expect a dump or a short covering rallying the next day? I can't see the ES profiles like I do on NQ. I don't have that up. But if it looks really heavy at the bottom, more often than not, it's not like the decision's not made yet until you can find a taper. That's just how I operate. So if you're seeing overlapping POCs down there and you're still trading that area, be wary of lower prices. But if that's the case and now you're just trading and holding above those two overlapping POCs, then I would not rely on the short side down there to help me make profits. That's how I would do it. They're not in a good position, and if you were to position alongside them, you would also not be in a good position. So I hope that makes sense. I can't really see what ES is in terms of that, but that would be my read.
Either of you guys use something as a trend filter, like how PAX is long above the OR and short below? I don't, but there's trades I mean, sometimes don't try to take. Like if we're if we're above or below parts of the opening range, just kind of depends on how I'm kind of reading the session as a whole. Does it look like it's more of a potential balance off the open? Or does it look like it's just going to be up into the races, like out of the 30-second OR, the 5-minute OR, and kind of can ride that continuation? Usually when that happens, if I can't find or join along with the trend, I just kind of sit out. But other than that, I have the 21 EMA on a 5-minute chart, which just helps me kind of gauge short time frame trend as well.
Squiggly line guy? You a big squiggly line guy?
Not really.
Name all the EMAs.
I trust me, I only know the 9 EMA because Salma's been telling me about it.
I use the IB. I guess that would be the closest qualifier, but more so I'm just a level to level trader. That's all it is. Just where are we now? Where are we now? Where do I think we'll go? Do I think we'll continue? So I have levels and I'm level to level.
Chris, I don't know what that means. That's a lot of acronyms there.
Name all the SMA, EMA, WMA, KMA. I know the
What is a KMA?
I know the BMW, AMG, XLE.
Is a KMA like one of those where it's like if you have to ask, you can't afford that indicator? I have no idea what a KMA
there's
is.
the VMAs. Name all the MAs. Caleb, glad I can clarify for you. Could you please let me know how I can get rid of overnight vertical divider lines on chart?
The what?
Overnight vertical divider line. Oh, like a grid.
Oh, the grid. It should be somewhere in your settings in whatever charting platform you're using. I feel like I delete that off every single charting platform I've ever used because it's distracting for my brain.
No grids. No grids for me for sure. To either of you, how have you navigated sizing and scaling up since you began trading? Nick can start now.
I mean, I'm always evolving that because I've had moments when I've tried to size bigger and it is a mental block for me taking losses. Like sometimes I'm out too quick because the loss dollar wise just seems absurd. And I also get out of trades too quick when I've sized up because the same logic. It's just like I can capture whatever $5,000 really quick like that. Like that's amazing. And I just have a context of working a real job. So it's a evolving cycle for me, but I still kind of size based on volatility and how much, we're moving. If the spread like on NQ if ES is moving like NQ, I'm probably at the most maybe 1 to 2 minis. Like, and because we're capturing those moves. You guys remember in April and May, XY and I were scaling in with one micro at a time and trying to build into like a full size mini at times. Like that was
Dude,
it.
that was crazy. I was using like friggin' 30, 40 point stops.
Yeah. Like we were just trying to build in, and then suddenly NQ is 100 points lower in 5 minutes. Like just all the like constantly. Like that was how it was moving.
Yeah, I think it's the same for me actually. You try to size up and then you see the bigger numbers, you're like, this is good, this is good. I'm done.
Yeah.
Like I want to
But
get out, but it's not really how it should be executed. I think for me, a lot of it was tricky because I spent a lot of time on prop
mhm.
and different account sizes, yada yada yada, 150Ks, you're doing this. And eventually I got to the point where I was like, okay, well, I know I can do pretty well on 3 lot mini because, well, that's what I was doing on some of like the 150Ks and stuff. And so when I started to go more cash, I just started with 3 lot mini. And then from there, just the 3 becomes 4, becomes 5, becomes this, becomes that. And then once in a while you get conditions where you can go heavier, stuff like that. And then you kind of get desensitized a little bit. But like out of the gate, it's definitely what Nick describes, where you see a different P&L now and you're like, whoa, this is like $3,000 already. Like I can take this off right now. I can leave with this right now. But it's not because the trade has worked out that well. It's just because you're sized like that.
Mhm.
Nothing more than that. So it takes getting used to. And then when I'm seeing drawdown in my trades, I'm sitting in heat. I'm like, I don't like this. This is very uncomfortable. I need to get out. Um, yeah, it gets really wonky, but it's one of those things you just have to experience.
And
Yeah, you
for
have to
me,
experience.
while I'm continuing to try new things and get more comfortable with it at times, I'm also working on just holding positions a little longer and potentially adding in with trend rather than trying to like double my size. Like I'm trying to capture a like if you guys saw today, like I got 2 off for 30 to 50 points, I think was the first 2 lots. I think the first one was off at 30, second one was off 50, and the second one was off at almost 200. So I'm trying to also do those things where rather than like trailing my stop in full size to 30, 40 points and just getting out there, it's like, okay, let me be a little more effective um, at least on trying to capture more moves with partial positions rather than going stop break even. It's just like letting it play out. I've already paid for the trade is a term, Pax likes to use, but it's like I've already paid for it. If it hits my stop, it comes all the way back. I'm still green on this trade and I can kind of manage it from there. So as we got a wider move, like I've moved it up. So I've also been doing that rather than trying to just double my size in theory.
I mean, doubling your size is like highly aggressive.
It is.
It's not even like scaling up slowly. It's like 2x. All
I
right.
mean, it's rare that I get up over a 5 lot in NQ. And really I mean, the most I've traded recently in ES is 8. Just depends.
Dude, I regret so much giving up my access to that. I was in
That
the
short.
12s. Yeah. Honestly, it makes no sense.
I mean, they really
Over
still haven't
like
showed us anything.
over like
Sellers at
six
the very least.
points. Makes no sense.
ES has traded in a 7 point range basically the entire time you and I have been on air. You're
Most recent
welcome.
issue I have is trailing stops to close. There's no perfect way, guys,
Yeah.
honestly. You're never gonna know when the market decides to be really choppy or pull back here before it goes or this or that. I tell all my buddies like you can't have it both ways where, you get a perfect clean entry and perfect exits every time. The market's gonna do what it does. You have to just stick to a strategy, a way you execute things, and it is what it is. You have to live with it. It's the only way you can really like make use of the proof of concept as it comes in, as things work, and then you can make it something consistent and repeatable. But if you keep trying to, make everything perfect, it's not going to work out. You're never going to be truly consistent because you don't trust any of the proof of concepts anymore. Um, and that comes with managing your exits too. What's up, Omni? 328. I hope you get it, man. I hope somebody gets it, since I can no longer
We're
get it.
just.
You trying to buy a Santos Dumont? Well, I wish you the best. They are nice. These lows need sweeping. I agree. I agree that they need sweeping, but the market might not agree with what I say at all, which is usually the case. This is so crazy. Yes, found a big old bid again. Looks like chat is definitely interacting in this range. At least it's like 40 points instead of 15. Vol profiles not work and ICT not work too.
Once in a while you open a web page and it's like full white, like bright mode, and I'm like blinded.
Wish I was at home sipping a Camus cab by the fire, about to fall asleep and watching. Well, where are you, Jacob? You're
Yeah,
not at home or no?
that sounds like a wonderful evening, to be honest. Nick, you need dark reader Chrome extension?
Nick, they're doing it. They're doing it.
Is it gonna give my computer a disease, or can I actually use that? Yeah, they're gonna make the low because you're flat. Thanks, Jay. I'll check it out. Yeah, that I hate when web pages do that, when they just refuse. They just have it on like the brightest setting possible. It's like the default.
All right, well, since man, I fucked up, man. I fucked up. I'd be like 4K in profits right now. But anyways, who's short? Who's avenging me?
I mean, you could just short apparently gold. Metal's selling off a little bit here.
Gold? Oh yeah, gold. Yeah, I could just find that other bid about 10 points lower. Possible, possible. I am. Deal. Yeah, avenge me, chat. I am trying.
Everyone's short.
Hell
Which I
yeah.
mean, I get it. At this point, buyers have had every opportunity to push us back
It's that low
above.
on ES. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I don't
Yeah,
like the way it looks. I don't like the way it's looking at me.
ES still kind of looks like shit. It's just
Yes,
stuck.
yes. If we do get the lows, I'm putting up the tip jar.
Quiet news. Yeah. Tracy, there hasn't been much today, really, has there?
I hope you guys all get that short going.
Quick, someone leak another AI partnership or something. Or
Do the
another
thing again. Do the thing.
what was the other one that you and I were on? The Microsoft salesperson leak? That their comp
Oh, that happened to
plan
be
was
like,
being
trust me, bro. That's like, what's your
adjusted.
source? Trust me, bro. Literally a guy going, trust me, bro, and Microsoft going, do not trust that guy.
They're like, that guy doesn't even work here. Yeah, short on since 10:30. That's basically right when I covered my my long.
Um, dude, sometimes I just randomly wonder where where is Alfonso? Was he a real person?
Well,
Is
I
that
mean,
person in the chat now just under a different alias?
probably. Clearly his AI chatbot program is gone. He ran out of GPU credits or something. Needed a cash infusion from
He said,
uh
I ain't paying to do that.
yep. He needed some more funding from Oracle or Nvidia or something.
Oh, Omni wants to know the Alfonso lore. Omni, you were here around that time.
Yeah.
This is the guy who just said random stuff all the time. We weren't sure if he was a bot or not. And now we got Reginald, who speaks in emojis. And the thing is, it's very coincidental. As Alfonso disappeared, Reginald came onto the scene. So, I mean, I've got my suspicions. I've got my suspicions.
Yeah, we're just saying you've never seen him in the same place at the same time.
Mhm. Dude, it's doing it. It's getting the lows. ES knows what it's got to do.
When are we greeting Trader Duck on PTT? You mean Business Duck? Business Duck is
He's
always
too
out there.
busy, man.
He's prepared to step in at a moment's notice if someone needs a bathroom break or something. One of these days, though, production's just gonna throw him on screen with us the whole stream. He's just gonna be actively in a trade.
I
Someone's
mean,
managing his
they
screen
had
share
Jack
behind the
on.
scenes.
They had Jack on just for a second earlier.
I mean, we can't confirm or deny that may have been a ghost.
I'm telling you, some's in your house. It's still okay. I haven't seen him for a bit. He is very much okay. Yes. He's actually helping me with something right now.
He
Very
is.
secret.
Oh, there's Business Duck.
I don't think no one sees him. I think it's all in your head, man. There is no
Wouldn't
duck.
wouldn't be the first time.
Oh,
Call the
again.
white coats.
Oh, it's happening again.
I mean, I think they were just like ironing out a potential fallback plan to just replace you with Jack if needed. Like they were
Just
just
getting it
prompting
queued
that.
up just in case.
Yeah. Just in case.
Well, guys, please hit the likes. Jim's gonna come back not too long from now, and he's gonna be really pissed off if we're not
And you know
above
what?
a certain level.
I don't I don't blame him if he was, because there's only 150 likes and there are 600 people in here watching this.
That sucks.
I see where our loyalties are, chat.
That's why the market isn't doing anything. It's not enough likes.
Yep.
We've back tested and forward tested this so many times. And no one believes it.
Yeah, we need to make sure also that we are celebrating 200,000 subscribers at some point next year. We are 46,000 away. Excuse me, 36,000. I can't do math in my head.
Have y'all used Bookmap? No.
Oh boy.
Ask Nick. Ask Nick what he thinks
Well,
about
no,
Bookmap.
I didn't go on a tirade. If you want to hear everyone's thoughts on Bookmap, listen to episode 1 of season 2 of Painting the Tape.
Is that the first episode?
Yeah, we came out swinging apparently.
A little too hot, huh?
Eh,
Oops.
for our 7 regular listeners, I think they probably enjoyed it.
If you send business like 1 Bitcoin, he sends you back 20. Yeah, he does. I've tried it. I tried it. And after that, I sent him 40, and he's gonna send me 2, he said. I am broke and lose everything. I am sorry to hear. Look, okay, look at this. First time watching the close with Ninja. First thing I did was hit the like. Come on now. First Sunday show for
Hmm.
me last night. Excellent guy. Look, his first trade the close is extremely not action packed at all. And even he hit the likes.
Do I just need to like put a stop in for something to happen?
Let me know what price when you do. So I could put a limit in.
I mean, I kind of just want to get long because sellers are doing nothing.
I hate both sides.
I
I hate
know.
the sellers and I hate the buyers because they just don't want to do it. They're gone. They're at lunch
Like
or dinner,
we had
wherever
this
you are.
violent move down, and then we just turned it into a D profile basically down here. Ugly.
Yes, still looks stupid.
Buyers are stuck in December. Yes, it's very possible. If you hit the like button, you get invited to Nick's private Tybo Discord. I started a Tybo Discord. That was news to me.
Dude, Tybo, I forgot that existed.
Was that a 90s workout fad?
Tybo? Yeah, it's the workout video series. It was the original, remember Insanity and P90X?
Yeah,
It
but
was the
Tybo, wasn't it
OG.
like more martial arts, like workout
Yeah, it
focused of
was
like,
like kickboxing type stuff.
yeah,
Like those kind of things. It's like Zumba meets kickboxing. But yeah, that was the
Zumba meets
original.
kickboxing.
Yeah.
Hell,
So who
that
who mentioned that?
I
Oh,
that was really funny. Actually, that just
well,
reminded me. What?
Spider's old. We got that.
Yes. Good old Tybo.
Billy Blanks. Yeah. You guys are old. We got some JG Wentworth. We got Miss Cleo. We got Ty Bo. Hmm. Who here knows that survival commercial where it's like this dude is walking along the desert, like on the highway, and this chick pulls up in the car, like, "Oh, do you need a ride?" And he's like, "Are you insured?" She's like, "Yes." He's like, "By survival?" She's like, "No." He's like, "I can't take that ride."
My God.
Tell me you guys know that commercial.
I don't know which
No way, no way.
no. I don't
No
remember that
way,
one.
dude. The greatest commercial ever. Man, I wish they could play that, but it's longer than 4 seconds. I don't know if they'll get in trouble for it. Is survival insurance even still a thing? Dude,
I don't think
come
so.
on.
Probably got
Come
bought
on.
by one of the massive conglomerates of insurance companies that deny claims all the
Dude,
time.
chat. You guys gotta tell me you guys know that commercial, man.
Come on. There we go.
Yeah, there's some old people in the chat. There you go. Some guy still buying pants from Kmart.
Y'all need a Jamie bring that up clip.
Yeah, I do know the ship my pants from Kmart also. Yes. Jamie, bring up the clip. All right, they're gonna do it now. They're gonna do it now.
They're not.
This is
They're
what I
trying to.
said like literally 2 hours ago when I got the short. I was thinking they're gonna do it now.
They're just trying to bait you. They're not going to close on the low of the day. They don't have the stones for it.
You won't do it.
They'll sweep and run it up. Yeah, that'd be right in classic end of day playbook.
CK, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I hope it helps. Don't do it. Sellers aren't real. Well, look at this on gold, guys. We've got a double top.
I mean, is that a triple top?
Is it triple? Yeah, I mean, even just today, if you even just look at today, you could say a triple top
But
today alone.
if you look back
But no, this one's
to,
legit because look, if you actually do it, it's a head and shoulders. So it's different, you know?
if you go back to like early October, it's almost a quad top.
Now that's fake. Quad tops are fake. Head and shoulders is real.
I don't think that's real.
Head and shoulders are real.
I
Totally
think
real.
that's made up.
Dude, trust me, bro. Bro, trust me.
Nick, can you give us 30 seconds of why you don't like Bookmap? Oh, I have no issues with Bookmap. People who use it, if it works for them as far as how you read the order book in real time, then, you know, all the power to you. I kind of used it when I was first starting. It kind of became overkill to me of just like something else that I was using to reference and create more noise. But I know it works for a lot of people, and some of them are very good traders. So they have a good way of kind of building it and, you know, executing based on it. It just never really worked for me that way. I'm still better off just reading the DOM.
Yeah, guys, we just make jokes. If it works for you, don't let us tell you what
Yeah.
works and what doesn't, honestly. If you're
Like,
making money from it, do not let us tell you that you can't make money from it.
For example, like if you guys know who like Rips is a good buddy of mine, and he uses it, and he's a hell of a trader. So
Oh, yeah,
can't
he
really
uses
fault-
it and makes a lot more than we do.
Yeah.
So
and he knows what he's doing there, and he knows how to read it and use it effectively. I just don't. So we just
we
like to
don't.
give it,
So we cope
make fun of
and
it.
make jokes about it. That's all we can do. Oh yeah, the Bronto setup. Hey, don't talk about it too much, guys.
Oh, we can't talk about the Brontosaurus again.
White Van gave me a stern talking to that day about unveiling the secrets. So let's keep it on the hush hush for now. How do you catch pullbacks with a 7-point stop loss in NQ? I mean, it just depends on the ATR, right? If the 1 minute ATR is like 5 points, 7 points should be enough. Just things like that. I mean, if it's wider, right? Right now it's looking like 11 points, then you're really clenching ass, giving it 7 points.
Oh, we're 3 minutes or 2 minutes, excuse me, away from the Kane algo. And it looks like we're in classic nothing ever happens mode.
Nothing ever happens. Nobody wins. Longs don't win. Shorts don't win. Silver looks like a drop coming. Yeah, tell Nick.
It's fine. It can have a nice little pullback violently before I'm ready to trade it, and then we can ride it all the way up to like 75 or 80 in Q1. That's fine with me.
Nick's
can pull
like,
back into the
he's got
50s.
Silver's number, but he hasn't called.
Yeah,
That's what's
like
going on.
we're you know, we saw each other at the bar
Because he's still looking at
exchanged-
gold. Like he'll pull up gold, like, oh, look at gold, it's doing this, and then
Mhm.
it's like he's just not done yet. You know, he's not over it just yet.
We exchanged details. You know, we're letting our insurance kind of work it out for now. See, I brought it back to the what was the insurance company you referenced?
Survival, man.
Survival.
Dude, survival insurance. I can't believe you guys haven't seen that commercial. It's so good. I'm so glad the Bronto setup worked out too because it immortalized it. Because if it didn't work out,
Yeah,
you know,
and we
wouldn't talk
just
about
sound
it
like
anymore.
idiots saying nonsense every day on stream.
Yeah.
But we had the Brontosaurus pattern, immediately followed up with the asteroid overnight pattern.
You know how I realized it too when I tweeted it? It was only because I think I pulled up a Discord or Twitter at some point or something, and then people were like, "Oh my gosh, overnight it's selling right now." I was like, "Hold on, it's selling?" Then I pulled up TradingView and I saw it. And I was like, "All right, let me draw this Brontosaurus and post it." Otherwise, I would have just ignored it and pretended I never called anything, as you do, right?
Mm-hmm. Nick, have you seen my offer to you on Instagram? No, I haven't checked my DMs, but I will
Attention
do so
traders,
after the stream.
it's algo time.
4 seconds. Over or under 20-point range, guys. Go.
Oh, way under.
Yeah, well, it's too late. I should have said that earlier.
It's gonna be like 6 points on NQ.
I should have said that earlier. This is insane.
Did they even turn it on? Kane, if
There's
you're
a
in the
lot of
chat,
buying.
fix your algo.
We got to turn it off and turn it on again.
Yeah, like that needs to be unplugged and plugged back in. You might need to check the warranty on it as well.
Dude, even the algo is not at desk.
Yeah, the algo is already ready for Christmas, apparently.
Dude, there's no streams next week.
I know, it's weird. I think my little sister's coming into town on her way to California because she lives on the East Coast. But she's gonna like stop here to break it up. And she's like, "Well, when are you streaming?" And I had the realization that I'm not doing anything next week. So I was like, I have no plans. I have
Dude,
nothing
they're
to do.
totally gonna be like, there goes Nick talking about that podcast that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
And then as soon as we're there, it's like, oh, there happens to be no streaming. Oh,
But,
sure.
she was here for my my little girl's birthday party, like a month ago, and she had to do a work call, and she came into the cave of my setup here that you have to crawl under the desk, and she was like, "You're an idiot. Like, why is it built this way?" Like, I actually had to climb under your desk to take a work call. And it's just like monitors everywhere and lights and
Like,
cameras and
you're
a
an
giant
idiot.
microphone.
Like, you don't think I know
what
that?
are you
don't
doing?
think I know that? You think this is news?
All right, I would like to report ES to its manager, which I don't know. Is it Jerome Powell at this point? Is it Jensen? Who's the CEO of SPY right now? I couldn't even
This
tell you.
is the CEO.
I'd like to file a formal complaint.
Whose turn is it? I
It
think
might be
they're gonna do it now. They're gonna do it now. They're gonna get that. They're gonna poke that low. They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. His workstation like a jungle gym.
pretty much. I mean, we've had this conversation. My
be
desk
fair,
is
yeah.
way too big for this room.
To be fair, I've seen Nick's setup. He's shown us while he was configuring it and stuff. And I did say, honestly, if I were you, I would probably just crawl in and out too. I'm too lazy to, because you'd have to like cut stuff, right? You
Yeah,
literally saw it, and I'm like, no, I'm just gonna crawl in.
Yeah, it was one of those like, as long as I'm streaming for the time being and things, like as long if nothing changes with my life right now, I'm just gonna leave it as is. If I were to went back to work, obviously I'm probably getting rid of this desk and have to have a slightly different setup at some point.
Wait, what is this? What happened to the PC fire? Nick, didn't you almost burn down? What?
Wait, what?
Did this happen?
Oh, when my PC like crashed? No, we're all good.
Oh, that one day.
Yes,
That
I
one
never,
day
I did
where,
not actually need to go buy a new PC. It ended up, what was caught? I don't remember what was causing the short.
yeah, and then like your mic was kind of funky when you came back.
Yeah,
I remember that.
something I can't remember what it was. I got rid of it, but some sort of like docking station, one of my older ones, I guess that was in this PC, was like causing everything to like die. So anytime I turned it on, it was like just not booting up. It was drawing too much power, and
It's
I
funny because
basically
this is how
unplugged
rumors
that
start.
thing, and suddenly it worked.
This is how rumors start. One guy's like, dude, yeah, that one day Nick, I don't know, he had computer issues, like it caught fire or something.
Yeah, it blew up, and I was cursing out like everything else that was software and my computer. No, it was just probably a poorly made battery and system that was
We got
shorting,
double or nothing
basically.
algo right now coming
Double
up.
or nothing is doing absolutely nothing. I guarantee it.
All right, double or nothing, over under 15 points. We've got 40 seconds. Winner gets to hit the like button. Loser has to hit the like button.
Jeff is taking the under and the under.
Throne shop, honestly, it does sound like something I would have said at the time. So I'm gonna take your word for it. It really does sound like something I would say.
Dio saying new low of the day with the algo here.
They said under, and
I mean,
nope, it's
sellers are
over.
trying to push here.
See, look, guys, avenge me. Who's still short?
ES is not helping
Yeah,
whatsoever.
yes. Yes has got problems, honestly. Hell yeah, text trades avenged me. This was actually where I wanted to TP one of the two runners right here. So thank you for avenging me. The next one, target 306, which we will probably not hit, honestly.
This has been one of the most anticlimactic power hours in recent
It's
memory.
so anticlimactic. I'm hindsight trading, literally. Like, oh yeah, this is where I wanted to cover. Yeah, this is before I did all that dumb shit earlier.
Yeah, this is where I got long this morning, and I would totally have gotten long again if it. No, just being a smartass.
It's like living. It's like those people who live in the past, reliving their high school heydays.
Oh yeah.
Remember that short I had, guys, that I gave up for 6 points on the runners?
The only thing my parents moved out of our childhood home like a year ago or so, and I said the only thing to keep is my championship ring from football in high school. I'm like, everything else you could literally incinerate from my childhood. I was like, I don't want anything else. Like you could
Would
just
you
keep
play?
the
What
ring.
position?
Linebacker and tight end.
Wow.
I
Hey,
was-
that's linebacker is
was-
big brain position.
I was a slightly above average athlete in high school. Good enough to like start as a senior and play as a senior. That's about it. Not
Linebacker
exactly a
is
D1 guy.
big brain, man. Mystic Rick, I'm glad we can entertain because the market surely didn't.
Nick looked like a kicker. I mean, come on. Give me a little more credit than that.
That's fucked up.
It's not very nice. Okay,
Special teams.
That's funny. I was
Punt,
the
he
long
meant
snapper.
punt kicker.
Could have said long snapper.
Dude, hey,
No,
Cowboys,
I was
huh?
not. Cowboys are terrible.
How about them Cowboys?
Hey
They
guys,
basically have to run the table to beat the Eagles and possibly win the division to make the playoffs. Otherwise, it's so over.
The thing is, guys, I can make fun of Nick for his Cowboys, but he can't make fun of me for the Eagles because I'll cry.
But the difference is I don't care about the Cowboys whatsoever. So I will happily join in the hating on Jerry Jones. The fact that Jerry
Hey.
Jones is the owner / GM is the reason the Cowboys are cursed.
Oh, yeah. But anyone who watches basketball, Spurs, baby, we're going to the cup. Actually beat the Thunder. Insane.
well, so my Panthers decided this weekend that they did not want to be in the playoffs.
Oh, yep, they did.
They said, nope, yeah, we could do it, but no.
They
we
had a
don't want
decent start, honestly, to that
to." They
game.
should have won that game. It was
They
ridiculous.
had a good start, and then they just, well.
Yeah, upsetting.
I mean, the only sports I'm caring about right now is my undefeated #1 ranked team in the nation, the Arizona Wildcats men's college basketball.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the Indiana Hoosiers football team. Sorry.
No, but they are also have actually been impressive at times this year. The couple games I have caught, so be interesting to see if they can hold it up in the playoff.
Oh, Jim, you got a question. Why are you a Panthers fan from Chicago?
So when I fled Chicago
Fled.
4 years ago, I fled Chicago, and my first stop was Charlotte. My parents and brother live in Charlotte. My dad and brother lives in Charlotte. So I have roots there, and I was there for a good 8 months. Great city. But then I decided I need to get a little warmer, and I needed a beach. So I kept on moving to South Carolina.
It's crazy because right now Chicago is a really good team.
Yeah, we'll
Something
see. They still got to
unprecedented.
lose to the Packers again next week. So
You think they'll lose to the Packers next week?
No Micah Parsons.
I mean, I don't want them to. I'm not a mean-spirited person. I don't want them to, but that's the track record's a track record. I mean, you guys got track records. You guys are awesome. The Bears have track record. Not so awesome.
Yeah, Micah Parsons did get hurt. That sucks.
And so did Mahomes. Like it's just kind of been a
Dude, Mahomes got hurt with like a minute left in the game.
yeah,
Yeah.
just a crappy season for a few guys.
Yeah,
I love
Nancy just
Ninja.
keeps
Ninja is the best. Yeah, thanks.
Nancy keeps tapping that value area low
Mm-hmm.
on the session.
That's the problem. It keeps tapping it. It should run through it.
Doesn't want to.
I
No,
know.
it
got
wants to
5
go back.
seconds.
It wants to go back to its home at
I bet
140s.
I bet if Nick and I weren't on, you'd be moving.
Oh yeah, 100%.
There it is.
Would've-
We're close. We're doing it now.
We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it live.
We just did.
We're doing it live.
Oh my goodness. Oh, by the way, Nick, kicker's not a bad position, not a bad gig if you're good at it.
That's the key word. I don't think I have the mental capacity to do that. I don't think I think I'm too much of a head case. If I to do
Sounds
that
like
in
a
front of
linebacker.
60,000 people and you know, miss a game winner or something. I just don't think I have the fortitude to be able to do that.
Well, the
Yeah.
next thing is the punter. No one
I mean,
really expects too much.
punter's
from
not a
the punter.
bad one. Backup quarterback's not a bad one either.
Oh yeah, backup quarterback is nice.
Nobody expects anything out of you.
I mean,
Yeah, the
that and
punter's
you're
safe.
paid pretty well, and the likelihood of you getting in is pretty low compared to other positions
hmm
because they protect quarterbacks now.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Well, great stream as usual, guys. This afternoon, we appreciate that. Appreciate everybody in the chat, everybody listening to NinjaTrader Live. Best community there is, no question about it. We're going to finish strong tomorrow. We're not going to finish strong tomorrow. We're going to start strong tomorrow. Tomorrow, 8 a.m. start time. We do have a special guest, Mark Yusko. Mark is the founder, CEO, and CIO of Morgan Creek Capital and managing partner of Morgan Creek Digital. Vast amount of investment experience there with Mark. So we're looking forward to him in the morning. Tape Talk is with T Trades. Trade the Open, Merit, Black, and Christian trading boxes. And then XYZ has not had enough of us. He's coming back in midday markets with Jack, and we're going to be seeing some trading from XY and Jack midday. End of the day, well, are we trading the closes Kane and it's somebody else? Not sure. It says it's Leo here on my sheet, but
I'm
you
sure
don't
he'll
know.
show up to trade with Kane. It's just me he chooses not to trade with.
As long as it doesn't say Leo and Nick, it's gonna
No, it
happen.
doesn't say that. It doesn't say that.
He'll,
That's
he'll
what's
show
gonna
up.
happen.
He'll show up tomorrow afternoon and Wednesday morning. Don't you worry. To trade with Kane, he's going to do it.
Oh my goodness. In any event, so yeah, tomorrow's gonna be fun. We're gonna, this week is this week. You're right, Nick. We're dark next week, Christmas week. There'll be no streams. Everybody will be relaxing. But the week after Christmas, it's game on. We are gonna be here.
Yeah, we
So-
get to XY. You and I get to close out the year.
Do we? Oh,
Yeah. We're doing
Oh.
we got New Year's Eve stream.
yeah.
Oh, that'll be a Martini o'clock stream.
It's
are you
gonna
do
be
it
a
in the
party.
afternoon, or?
It's I think us too. I
It's-
think Salma's joining us.
and Joey.
And
Yeah.
Joey. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a party.
There we go. All right. We're going out in style end of 2025. Fantastic. In any event, everybody, thank you all for coming. Appreciate everybody being here as usual. And last second thumbs up for Nick and XYZ. Thank you guys. You were awesome as usual. Appreciate you.
See you guys.
See you guys.
All right, everybody. Most important message, please be safe out there. Be good to each other. We will see you tomorrow morning.